Good blessed Monday, July the 1st, 2024. The time being about 6:19 a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. Doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution. A freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom to protest, freedom to gather, freedom to associate. If you a felon, check with your local police department or law enforcement department or your parole and probation officers. Some people that's on parole and probation, you don't supposed to associate with each other. But, you know, they make exception with some individuals. I ain't going to get to naming none down here in Southeast Missouri. But I'm over here on Cy Williams Avenue in the 700 block, South 700 block of South Cy Williams Avenue, formerly known as Elm Street, and across the street from the C.F. Bowen Center, the Lincoln School, where the only place blacks can go to school. They wasn't allowed to go to the white schools until 1961. Look up the case Davis versus the Charleston, Missouri Consolidated School number 7. They had to be sued. Today they are called the Charleston R1 School District. If you didn't have a part of it, don't let it bother you. But I'm over here across the street here. I'm standing close in the field because I'm barred from all the housing authority properties. The formal executive director, Paul Page, a man that don't even live in Charleston, Missouri, a man that didn't even give a damn about the Charleston, Missouri housing projects, securities, or anything else, barred me merely because I videoed a group of people trying to attack me and my den 15 and 16-year-old daughters on our property, not on the housing authority property, beating on my door. I had the video, throwing trash, tearing up my bushes, and I complained to the executive director, Paul Page, who retired after 32 years in April of this year, 2024. Lester Gillespie and the NAACP and a bunch of other sellout Negroes gave him a party saying 32 years of good service. Ain't that something? But anyway, he barred me because I complained to him. He didn't do nothing. I sent the YouTubes to him. He didn't do nothing. So I sent it to HUD in St. Louis, and they brought it back to him. So he barred me out, banned me. But I'm over here now this morning because about a little bit over after midnight here on July the 1st, 2024, I want to show you what happened. Now, if y'all paid close attention to that shirt of mine, it said, "My hands is up, don't shoot." On the back of it, it says, "Stop that black on black violence." But this is the Lincoln School's basketball court and park. And what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna let this truck go past. Well, y'all know who that is. That's Lester Gillespie. If I knew that it was him, I wouldn't have let it go past. But that's Lester Gillespie. Somebody told him I'm out here videoing the park. You know, him and Paul Page, they don't want me on this property. See what happened about a little bit after midnight. If I was here, I'm a trained, retired EMT instructor and CPR instructor. 2 young men, black young men, were shot over here about a little bit after midnight last night in this particular park. And I want to show you something where the police was. And the police, from what the individuals told me, the police that was right across the street here, Mark Higgins, a former chief of police. How you doing this morning?
Good morning.
All right, that's the best exercise in the world there.
Yes, sir.
You have a nice blessed one.
You too.
Yes, ma'am. But Mark Higgins was right in this particular parking area in his vehicle. That's what witnesses say. You know, and when the shots was fired, two individuals are shot right across the street here. Right across the street. And Mark Higgins in his vehicle sat there, and some people ran over and told him they shot. And guess what his response was? I thought it was firecrackers, fireworks. But that don't surprise me because of his actions with 2 police reports where people should have been charged with cases, crimes against me, and him and the chief of police here in Charleston, Missouri, Robert Hearns, didn't let it go any farther. But if, like I said, if I was allowed to go on the property, I would have went over here and I would have rendered aid until the ambulance came. But what I'm gonna do now, y'all, I'm gonna go and show y'all how far. Now, you see where we at here? I'm gonna show you how far the individual had to go that got shot. He had to go on the other side of town. Well, on this side of town, but he had to go at least about a mile shot. And I'm gonna show you where he went, and the ambulance came to pick him up. You remember we in the 700 block of Cy Williams. This is where Lester Gillespie, and I see the housing authority sponsor things with them. This is where they make millions of dollars in here and don't nothing come back to the black community. No security for the black community, the projects. That's housing authority, and where they pick the individual up in the ambulance, housing authority, there's no security in the housing authority here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. They too busy making sure Lester Gillespie get all of these activities that he has over here, these programs that he have over here, get them secured. You see, he went around the other way. There he is down there. Look at him, y'all. He making his rounds. They told him Raymond Ivy is out here. That's Lester. See, he won't confront me like that one that y'all seen when he confronted me last time because the police didn't do nothing. I told him the next time, if he pull up on me and do that to me like he did last time, he's subject to get snatched out of the truck. And let's see if they call that a crime. But anyway, let me go back on the other side. Why was the Mark Higgins, you might as well went back to Burke Train where you living at. They let him drive the police car to Burke Train, but he's a police officer here. But I guess you can live in St. Louis as long as you can get back here in time with your police car. But anyway, let me go on back on the other side to show you where the individual had to go. At least one of the individuals had to go. Because Mark Higgins, right here, what we got? We got a less than a block. Why didn't you see that car going past during the shooting? Shot and left out, still sitting here until somebody came over and said, "Officer, can you wake up? Somebody been shot." We ain't done, y'all. Let's look how far this individual had to drive that got shot. Officer sitting right across the street. A former chief of police from East Prairie, Missouri. You would think by now they trained to hear gunshots compared to gunshots compared to fireworks. But I guess they're not. Little ways, ain't it, y'all? We gonna see how far this individual had to go, y'all. We gonna see how far these individuals had to go. Now, individual had to come all the way down here, y'all. All the way around here. To right in this area here. This was the ambulance came to about right here last night. But let's go look and see what's around the corner. An organization that makes millions of dollars in the black community, but don't bring nothing back to it. Let's take a good look, y'all. Let's see. Okay, them say he got rid of that gray van, huh, y'all? That might be the only van up and running there. Stellar Consultants. CEO Lester Gillespie. Fresh Start Self-Improvement Center, Lester Gillespie. You see, I save lives. I didn't talk about it. Shots fired and they called me and my crew. We saved lives. If I was law enforcement sitting right across the street from a large gathering a little bit after midnight, and hear some sounds, I don't care if they sound like firecrackers or not, I'd have got my vehicle would have been mobile. And once I found that it was shots fired, I would have been having some backup. But this what I do. I'm not putting this on the whole Charleston, Missouri Police Department. But if Officer Higgins was there, it don't surprise me. Like I said, if I wasn't barred from the housing authority of properties illegally, I could have did some first aid until the ambulance came. This is Triple R, Raymond Research and Recovery. This is CIA, Christian in Action. This is MIA, Muslim in Action. This is the Underground Railroad. It's just a part of us. Little after midnight, you see the time, July the 1st, 2024. Y'all see what's rolling down the street? That's the ambulance. Ambulance is on its way to where the individuals got, one of the individuals had to drive all the way to, they go to ambulance again. That's Triple R, Raymond Research and Recovery. This is where the ambulance going. Right on Gill in Wallhousing. To one of the guys that got shot. I told you the distance away from where he got shot at. See the time again. But I'm barred from all these areas, so, you know, I can't aid and assist. All I can do is, you know, this probably won't even be on KFVS 12 News. If it was in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, or any place else shot fired, they have it on the news. Robert Hearns don't have it on the news because him, Lester Gillespie, and some of these other people in this town, they want to cover up the violence that's happening. But the people in the neighborhoods, the black neighborhoods, and anywhere else need to know what's going on in the city of Charleston. I'm going to leave y'all right now. I just want y'all to know what's going on in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. Make sure you look at that time and date, July the 1st, 2024 at 12:47. That's one of the individuals there, maybe both. But it was another ambulance down the street about an hour or so later. You see, July the 1st, 2024, almost an hour later, 01, 48 hours, 1 o'clock in the morning, a.m. You see what's down there? That's an ambulance on the corner. You see they got their lights on? This is Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. Projects again. I'm unable to go to aid and assist solely because I'm illegally barred. Let's get a look at the time and the date again, y'all. Hour later. I'm out. It's my type of work, y'all. Saving lives.